on top of a new report that came out just this weekend about Camp Mystic. Just a reminder of viewers that, of course, is the girls' Christian camp. Federal regulators zoned that area for flood potential. What happened there?
So when these stories progress and the timeline progresses, right, we find out more things. This is going to be something that I think is going to upset quite a few people here. So here's what we're learning, Hena. Records there showing dozens of Camp Mystic buildings were removed from FEMA flood maps in recent years, a move that reduced oversight, even as the property sat in a high-risk floodway along the Guadalupe River. The girls' Christian camp had expanded in the years before this month's deadly flood, and some experts say now exemptions from basic flood regulations were particularly disturbing given the number of children on site there. So meanwhile, search teams have recovered the body of camp counselor Catherine Ferruzzo along the Guadalupe River there. The 18-year-old was the last Mystic counselor still missing, bringing a devastating end to days of searching. Investigators are now looking at whether the removal of those buildings from flood maps left the camp more vulnerable for Ferruzzo's family and many others there. The loss is certainly unimaginable. So basically, in layman terms here, they removed buildings to kind of lessen regulations, and they're wondering if, had those regulations been in place, would this have turned out differently or better in some way? So devastating news for some family members, I'm sure.
Look, hindsight is always 20/20, right. But no doubt this isn't good news for so many families and the community suffering. Great job, Marcus Espinoza. Thank you for that update.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.